Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Aries. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. So, Aries, I feel like you have been, or it depends where you are in this energy. This may have already begun, or it is yet to come. But what I see is that you were moving towards a specific goal, but it got stopped, okay, or it gets stopped because you see something or learn something that makes you really angry. So it stops the progress here. Um, So now you see, here's the message of surprise or concern. In this case, it is concern. There's something you learn about your partner and the goal to which you are trying to achieve with your partner. There's something you learn that stops progress here and causes you concern and a lot of worry. You see, about the worry is about this advancement that you are trying to achieve in this relationship. So it's like this could be a very troubled relationship. This person may have broken your heart. Your heart is still bleeding. And so something could have happened that hit a sensitive spot. You still have fresh wounds here. And so this has stopped the progress. So it's like you were going ahead and then bangs, you got stopped. You did not yet reach your goal, but you still want to. You got angry. Your heart is hurting. It's still hurting from a previous wound. And it's just that now you're very concerned that you may not reach that goal, even though you do want this still. You see, something keeps getting put off. It looks like you have the spider at the heart of your reading, and so this is being very focused on something. Maybe it could be about digesting something. So you could be digesting this news that you either have or will get here, that causes you concern. So you may suddenly stop, pull back, and digest something that you've learned. The spider speaks to an intense focus on something related to the master plan. Okay? It could be longing. You could be lying in wait, waiting and watching because of something that you have learned or are about to learn. It's like see that you have the book here, and so the book is information that you don't have, but that you would really like to have. It could also be that this information will be revealed to you at a later date, and I do feel that is so, because right now, whatever this message that you either have or have received, it has stopped the wheel. The wheel here, this card is the wheel, but it is stopped, not moving. But it does indicate it is in the uprights, which leaves you with the sun on top of the wheel. So that indicates that that it will, whatever you don't have, the answers you don't have, will be brought to light, so that you will be able to make this ultimate choice here, having to do with this opportunity or this goal. You may have to apply past experience to what you've learned, or apply past experience to the problem, okay, in order to proceed. So you've received some news or discovered some news that is upsetting, but I feel like you're not talking about it. I feel like you're keeping it inside, and you're pretending everything is okay, but it's not, with the white dress here. You may not be, you may be putting off this conversation that you need to have with this person about whatever you learned. You may be putting it off because you don't want to stir things up. He doesn't like a lot of drama. So he would much rather just, keep it inside. But that could be the potential for an explosion later on if you do that. It's better to get it out and talk about it. But there's like I feel like with this person, there's like, well, a note of caution. It's like, well, I need to be careful how I approach them with this information. So maybe you are waiting, watching, digesting, and trying to figure out how exactly you're going to communicate what you've learned and your thoughts and your feelings to this person, because you don't want to lose them, but you are worried that you might lose them, or you're worried that you won't reach the goal that you have set or that you have in mind. You love this person. You have most likely a very good life with the privileged lady sitting here. So you may have a very good life and you don't want to lose that either. So that's a part of this. I feel like you want to hold on to everything you have, okay? And you're reflecting on it. You're reflecting on what you learned here. This is some type of a secret. Some secret that has come out. She talks about this card speaks to a certain lifestyle. And there could be a secret that comes out that affects that lifestyle, you see, that she lives. That's a possibility, and it's not for everybody. It is for some. Otherwise, if that's not the case, then this is simply that you've learned something, you're reflecting on it, you don't want to lose this person because you are still in love with them, and she also speaks to attraction. So it can be still being very attracted to this person. It could also be, she could also be a mistress. And this is a card of secrets. So it could be that you may learn, maybe this disturbing news is that maybe you learned about a mistress, or that you think that that is what might be going on. You could be trying to decide where you belong. You have this card of belonging here. This can be a card of somebody who is ignoring you, or that you are ignoring them, because I see an eel. She's holding an eel, so you may have learned, and you did, or will learn something. This is something that comes out of the dark. Okay, so something that maybe shocks you and causes you a lot of concern about the goal and the vision that you had for this relationship. So there's a red flag that's standing right in front of it and blocking the road. And so we have death here, and this is about changing something, or chance to change something. And the Six of Coins. Yeah, fear of loss again. Okay, so there's a chance you're hoping for a chance to change something, because you have this fear of loss, of losing this person, losing this life. It's like a complete life change. This is what's threatening, or what seems to be threatening you right now. You don't know what to do. You don't know what action to take. And it's like heavily burdening you. You're worried about a tower moment coming in, and you're worried about losing the opportunity. And it's like losing see, the Wheel of Fortune is here again. But in the future here, it is no longer stuck. Okay, so I feel like there's a decision being made here in the future. It's like you need maybe needing to face a fear. Um, Justice is here, so this is about doing the right thing. This is about, I feel like this is that in the future here, that you're going to have that conversation. This is something that you've been putting off and that needs to come out. And I feel like by putting it out, that it kind of turns things in your favor. I don't think that there is a mistress here. I think you believe that there's one. The moon gives the illusion of something going on. And it's because we have this old wound back here. This old wound could, you see, it's only got a bandage on it. So it could stir up a lot of illusions, you know. So, and because of this very sensitive spot, because of something you believe you saw or heard, you could be ignoring your partner somewhat, or you could be trying to ignore what you've learned, pretend everything's okay, while you beneath the surface are sitting, waiting, watching. Maybe you're watching for more indication, more signs, more proof. But I feel like you won't find anything. I feel like this could be imagined. Because of this card and this card. And this would also play a part in this, because it's indicating that there's information you don't have. So you don't have all your information. When you don't have all your information, what happens? Well, the imagination sweeps in. Okay, there's the moon. So the imagination sweeps in and it fills the blanks with, with all of your fears. And all of your fears are based upon that old wound. Okay, that's where they're coming from. Because I have the Ace of Cups in the upright, and I have the apple here. And so you're hungering. That could be hungering for specific information, longing to get this information, because you don't have it. But in order to get it, you'll have to open up and have this conversation with your partner. This brings change to your relationship and will turn this in your favor. You see, there's the sun. It says the information, the answers you seek are coming, and they're coming over here when you decide to speak up and have a voice. When you decide to speak what's on your mind and in your heart. So don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today, Aries. So the child is here. This is that fresh new start. It encourages you to look at a situation through new eyes. Okay. So how are you going to do that? Well, you're going to have that conversation. And go get your information. That's going to allow you to see this through new eyes. Right now, the eyes you look through come from there, you know, and in combination with the moon, you know, some deep repressed emotions. Whoops. Oh, look at that. An ending of one cycle, the beginning of a new. So I'm not surprised by that. The Empress, new growth. Ace of Cups. Yeah, see, this guy tells me again. He tells me, yeah, see, there's that kind of, this is what he wants to avoid, is this little war here. And so he can do that. He's studying it. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's studying it, the idea of talking, of having this conversation. And he knows that with this person, he will have to approach it carefully because he doesn't want an argument. So thinking it through. But you can't keep putting it off, you know. It needs to be talked about. You need to get it off your chest. You need to go and get the facts. Otherwise, you're just constantly going to be imagining what could be going on. Because I don't feel like anything's going on. I just don't feel it. Okay? So I feel like you saw something that made you believe something could be going on, and this made you really angry because you have an old wound. So, I mean, maybe they did cheat on you in the past, and so you're easily wounded and influenced again, you know, and that could be. But currently, I don't believe that they are cheating. Okay, so don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.